Geez, when we lose, everybody's here. When we win, there's nobody here. What the heck's going on?
Brad coming through twice for you?
Well, again, you know, I thought that their line were responsible in both ends of the rink, and anytime you have the skill set that those three young players and the energy that they provide, as long as they can harness it and channel it in the right areas, then, you know, they're going to get opportunities to play. And that's really what we're asking of them.
Kessel did everything but score. What does it say when you go 4-3 now? He hasn't got a goal, but everybody else seems to be buying into everything else you're trying to do.
Yeah, well, I think the last two games that Phil Kessel played, he has skated and been more active on the ice, been more involved in the game from an energy standpoint, from a system standpoint, leading with a stick, putting pressure on the opposition, cutting the ice in half, all those things that we're asking, and you know, and the goals are going to come. You know, you see the save that Neverth made on him on the short side up, you know, upstairs. You know, those things are going to come. You know, he's not going to continue to miss those forever, and he's just got to continue to keep working and not get down. I think every goal scorer gets frustrated, and you know, our job is to maintain a positive attitude with what's going on, because again, it's a team game and it's not just about one individual, and our job as a coaching staff is to make sure that we focus on the team.
Like the way that Van Reems like started to get in the traffic and go to the front of the net. I think about 8 or 9
Well,
days ago.
yeah, I guess you know, that's been a message, and one power play I thought he stepped out of the way, so we put somebody else out there. The message is that's where you got to be. That's where you're going to make a living. And we need you to take, the new term is take the goalie's eyes away and move when the pass comes across. You see it night in, night out, where goaltenders are screened and the player in front screening has his position, and he can maintain that position, and when the puck comes across, he's got to move across. So the goaltender's trying to look around him. And that's how goals are scored in the NHL, and that's how power play goals are scored. That's how 5-on-5 goals are scored. You got to have net presence.
He was a lot better in that second period. Erskine was really giving him a hard time.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's a tough area of the ice. But, you know, I asked him how he liked the front of the net after he scored the goal. I thought it was a nice place to be.
Randy, that goalie played well, but what was your assessment of the power play?
Well, obviously, you know, we had lots of opportunities on it, and we've been getting chances, and it seems like the puck, like just for an example, the Ovechkin goal. Like he took it and he whipped it in one motion, where with us it's the puck seems to hit our stick and takes a little bobble and we're not whipping it. We're not right in sync yet, but it's not far off because we've done a lot of things as far as creating chances with it. It's just the execution is off. Whatever percentile you want to add to it, it's got to get better, and we'll continue to work on it. And individuals, again, when they're in those positions and you have the right setup and the right screen, you know, pucks should be finding the back of the net. And screening is all part of that, and execution, pass the puck, move the puck, and step into it. You know, you've got to have, you know, your points have to be strong from a standpoint of find the open man, and there's set plays and set areas where people are supposed to be, and in some of the situations when I reviewed it on a short term in between periods, we weren't doing what we had planned to do. So we have to make the corrections as necessary.
Was there a feeling that the club was snake bitten prior to the Kuhlman goal? I mean, you peppered Neverth with plenty of shots and hadn't got.
Yeah, then our message was there was a whole bunch of positives in the hockey game for us after 2 periods. So we couldn't dwell on what had happened, and the only thing was we had to stay strong and persevere, push ahead, continue strong on the forecheck, don't let up. And I thought for 52 minutes of the hockey game, we didn't let up. I thought 8 minutes of the game, once we scored the 3-2 goal, we kind of sat back. We stopped forechecking. We went with one guy, and we let them come at us in waves. And those are the hard ones to stop, and I'm sure everybody felt the same way in the building as the coaches did. Their stomach was in their throat in a few situations, and but that's part of the game, and we found a way to win the hockey game, and the work ethic that they displayed tonight and the energy that they provided. Now they're in trouble because they've done it for 2 games in a row, and the coach is going to expect it every game.
What do you know about Fraser McLaren?
Big guy, played in San Jose. I saw lots of him from my days in Anaheim. A decent player from a standpoint of a big man, can safe along the wall. He has surprised some people with his skill set and his mind for the game. He's a George Peros type of size, 6'5", somewhere between 240 and 250. Doesn't mind the physical going. That's part of his makeup, and we'll see.
Happy with James tonight, enough to get us started on Saturday night?
Well, you're always happy when you win. You don't critique a win. And as far as Saturday night, you better come to the warm-up.
Does the waiver pickup mean that Hamilton, was he just here for one game, or is he here for a couple of games?
We have roster room, and with Brown going on IR, and we brought up Hamilton because he was the best player available from the Marley standpoint. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's going back right now. We'll have to make an assessment when we skate on Saturday morning. As it sits right now, I would say probably no, he's not going back right now, but I have people above me that have an opinion on some of the decisions that are made in those areas.